Mr. Marlowe sent me.
What's happening?
Raymond said he has some new information. Come to his house as soon as you can.
Thanks for the message.
Welcome, you won't believe what happened.
Tell me,
Not so fast. Remember, I have expenses.
how much do I owe you?
200 orens.
This investigation is getting expensive.
I'm not the Prophet Lebiota. I can't live on roots and berries. Neither can my informers. I guarantee you these are the bare necessities.
For 200 orens I could get.
The costs are what they are. Take it or leave it.
Really?
Yes?
All right, 200 orens.
Down to business. They transferred the prisoner after the attack.
Not good.
Especially since we won't get anything else out of him. He died last night.
How did that happen?
Well, he wasn't in great shape, so I guess it's no surprise, but I have a feeling.
Someone helped him along?
Exactly. Shawnee's a good friend of yours, right? Ask her to do an autopsy, once we know the cause of death.
Wait a minute. Are you spying on me?
That's my job.
Do we really need to do this autopsy?
We can't move forward without it.
So what should I look for during the autopsy?
Examine the internal organs. Poison is in fashion, especially in marital disputes, and anyone can prepare deadly decoctions from ordinary herbs. Look closely at the liver for any signs of alchemy.
See you later.
Yes?
Shawnee, I wanted to ask you something. I need your help with an autopsy.
An autopsy? Since when do you deal with stuff like that?
Since I started investigating Salamandra.
Okay, though, I'm no coroner. You'll have to interpret our findings. We'll meet in the evening. Until then, gather as many clues as possible.
I'll sniff around.
Get the body from the gravedigger. We'll meet at the hospital in the evening.
How do I find information to help the autopsy?
Ask Vincent Mice, but also look for books on anatomy and pathology.
Farewell. The town cemetery. The dead and undead await behind that gate. Plenty of work for a witcher.
What'll it be? Pine or oak, perhaps? An entire crypt? Let's see. 5 ells wide.
I don't need a coffin. I don't intend to die anytime soon.
Makes sense. Maybe we can do business.
What business?
A partnership. With those swords, you doubtless lop off a few heads occasionally. When you dispatch another soul, let me know, and you'll earn a share from the coffin.
Stop fooling. I need something else.
What do you need?
Why is the cemetery shut?
Because the dead refuse to rest in peace. Fear not, they stay in their graves in sunlight. Someone should tend to them, though. Perhaps someone will offer a reward, but for now, no one seems bothered.
I'll deal with it when you agree to pay me. For now, farewell.
Think putting a dead body to rest is easy? Do what you will. Perhaps the watch captain will reward you.
Won't hurt to check.
What do you need?
You seem to know a lot about the deaths in the city. Ever help with investigations?
Sometimes I inform Raymond about the more interesting dead men.
A prisoner died recently. Is he in the cemetery already?
Don't know. You can have another body. They all reek the same.
I'm after a specific corpse.
Particular. Come back when you know what you want. Examining remains is an art. Always worthwhile to look deeper. But who does that concern?
Could you hand over the prisoner's body for an autopsy?
For a bottle of dwarven liquor. Nothing like a good drink.
About the prisoner.
Where you want the body dumped?
At the hospital.
It'll be there by evening.
Farewell.
Oh, woe is me. Will no one help me?
Why the grief?
My husband haunts me. What do I do?
Haunts you? In your bedchamber?
My late husband haunts me.
Tell me more. Maybe I can help.
My husband died a month since, and now haunts me in my home, wailing nightly. But the worst thing is,
I'm listening.
worst, he flies around the cemetery at night shouting lies about me. Doubtless tongues are wagging already. Set him straight, I beg you.
It will cost you 200 orens if I succeed.
Oh, that's a hefty sum, profiting off someone else's misery. Well, deal with him and I'll pay.
Where will I find you when I'm done?
I'm here every day at noon.
Why can't I collect payment when I want?
Are you daft? My husband flies around ruining my reputation. I'll not be seen in the company of a killer.
So long.
What is it, Witcher?
You ever do autopsies?
What for? Punctured stomachs mean gang warfare. Torn off heads mean beasts. And black tongues mean poison. The first case, we pressure ram's meat. The second, we pass on to the Order or a Witcher. The third, we go to the victim's wife. The culprit 90% of the time. Autopsies are a waste of time.
Look how they grow.
Don't you fear the plague?
My garden brings joy. When Melitelli decides my time has come, I will go happily.
Tell me about your mercenary days.
Bring me a morsel to eat and we'll talk. Delicious. Amazing how honest toil can stir the appetite. Thank you, Witcher.
You were saying?
During the war, I served as a mercenary under pretty Kitty herself. You've heard what a warrior she was. What a woman.
Strong women. Nothing on this earth like them.
Too true. We could take on anyone. I saw half the world as a member of Pretty Kitty's corps of mercenaries. We even went to Zerrikania.
That's really far.
It was hell. Hot as an oven and humid as a bathhouse. We massacred the natives while Zerrikania massacred us. They have flies there that creep up your nose at night and lay eggs. Then the larvae eat your brain and crawl out your eyes once they mature into flies. Disgusting. Many of us died thus. There were also diseases, venomous spiders and snakes, and many other afflictions I can't even name. I even saw a striped horse. After almost 8 months of fighting the jungle, we had to retreat. Impossible to win a war if you can't locate your enemy. It was the only defeat Pretty Kitty ever suffered.
Interesting story. Thanks.
Speak softly, or someone will spot us together.
I've dealt with your husband.
Have you proof?
You didn't mention proof. I want my gold.
You're depriving a widow of her pittance.
Quiet down. Aren't you afraid of being seen in the company of a Witcher?
Damn you! Take your gold and be gone.
Ready for the autopsy?
Let's get started.
Race, human. Gender, male. Wounds, extensive.
Shani, this isn't a lecture hall.
Whatever you say. He died yesterday, torn to pieces.
Could a human have inflicted these wounds?
Only with a 2-foot jaw.
A werewolf?
The moon's shining. Wouldn't he turn into a lycanthrope?
I guess.
Geralt, no need to test me. I'm a professional. Moving on.
The bone marrow has been sucked out. Must be scavengers.
Very likely. Plenty around the cemetery.
So, he was torn to pieces after he died. I'm interested in the cause of death.
I also see some stab wounds. A blade 2 fingers wide.
External signs aren't everything. His neck muscles and palms look tense. How do you know when he died?
Normally I base it on muscle stiffness and dehydration, but rigor mortis is persisting for too long.
They say successful autopsies are based on curiosity. Should we look?
Let's check his internal organs. The symptoms are peculiar, and the cause of death, too.
Those wounds are too obvious. I suspect something more. Poison?
If so, a rare sort. Perhaps an alchemist's brew.
Kolkstein?
Liver's completely cirrhotic. It was obviously a potent poison. This stinks of alchemy.
This is too easy.
Life can be simple sometimes.
Are you certain poison is the only explanation for the unusual rigor mortis?
The most likely cause.
I have a sinking feeling there's more to this.
We can try the coroner's last resort. Opening the skull. Opening the skull, always a pleasure. See that in the brain?
Larva of the Zerrikanian tsetse fly.
But how did they get in his brain?
It's part of their development cycle. If we were in Zerrikania, I'd say a fly crawled up his nose and laid its eggs.
We're in Temeria.
Our climate is too cold and dry for the tsetse fly. Even if someone brought eggs, how would they get up his nose?
What do these eggs look like?
Tiny, white, like flour.
Or Fistek?
Geralt, I gave him Fistek before he died. He was suffering terribly, and we had no other anesthetics. I thought it was safe.
Where did you get it?
From your friend, the detective. He told me it was from special stock.
Raymond.
Then we have a problem.
He added eggs to the Fistek, then came here at night to fake the other evidence.
That doesn't sound like Raymond at all.
My medallion vibrates whenever I see him lately. And Zerrikania? That's where Azar Javed is from. The real Raymond may no longer be with us.
But I saw him just yesterday.
Azar's using an illusion, trying to manipulate me. Thanks, Shani. I couldn't have figured it out without you.
What will you do now?
I'll talk to Kalkstein first. He should help me prepare.
Yes?
I have the autopsy results.
And?
I couldn't conclude anything.
How's that?
How do I put this? I mistook one vial for another and poured some caustic crap on the corpse. We couldn't draw any conclusions from what remained.
None? None at all?
Not a one. Come on, Raymond. Everyone makes mistakes.
I need to think. Come back later.
What do you need?
You seem to know a lot about the deaths in the city. Ever help with investigations?
Sometimes I inform Raymond about the more interesting dead men.
I don't trust Raymond. He's hiding something.
Raymond? You wouldn't find a more loyal man.
He seems to be struggling with this case. I should help. Will you let me inside the cemetery?
City authorities prohibited it.
How can I change your mind?
I'd need Captain Mice's permission.
No other way to sway you?
Actually, I've a terrible debt with Toller. Clear those debts, the cemetery key's yours.
What is it, Witcher?
Can you get me a pass into the cemetery?
No trouble. Maybe you can clean it up while you're there.
I'll see.
What do you need?
I want to get inside the cemetery.
City authorities prohibited it.
I have a pass from Captain Mice.
Here are the keys. Go inside where we lay the fresh ones, but if they kill you, don't return to haunt me.
Farewell.
What do you need?
Here's your key.
Learn anything?
I found Raymond's body in the crypt.
How? I spoke to him recently.
Now I'm sure. The leader of Salamandra, a mage capable of spinning illusions, is masquerading as Raymond.
What is it, Witcher?
It's Raymond,
What's Raymond?
the Salamandra boss.
Believe me, Witcher. Raymond has excellent reasons to detest Salamandra. Besides, Javed leads them.
Salamandra killed the real Raymond. Javed has used Raymond's good name to pursue his goals while concealed behind a magical illusion.
How'd you figure that out?
Deduction, the detective's most reliable instrument.
So, Raymond. Geralt, I have to admit, good work. Full moon soon. I got paperwork to do. It'll take a while.
What does the full moon have to do with it?
Absolutely nothing. Forget about it. Patience, Witcher. We'll get the bastard in good time.
Ever heard this? If you want something done well, do it yourself.
What do you mean?
Absolutely nothing. Forget about it.
Almost forgot. If it's true, and I suspect it is, then I gotta admit it. Good work. Thanks.
Yes?
Javed's used an illusion to masquerade as Raymond. The real detective is dead.
Impressive. You have proof?
Positively. However, he's still an extremely powerful mage.
I can't help. If you've time, an emissary of the Lodge of Sorceresses will be in town shortly.
I can't wait on this.
Then speak with Kalkstein. He's no mage, but he has considerable theoretical knowledge.
Farewell.
What do you want, Wolf?
Want the truth about Salamandra?
I'm listening.
I've figured out Javed.
Good. So you gained the element of surprise. But you'll still have to face this powerful sorcerer alone.
Maybe Kalkstein has some ideas.
Good work, Wolf.
Yes?
You need any help?
I'd like to ask a favor.
I'm listening.
Remember Dandelion? Well, we're trying to organize a gathering.
A gathering?
To reminisce, have a few drinks. However,
Lacking the drinks?
you guessed it, and I don't want to serve just anything.
What do you need?
Cherry vodka for Dandelion, rosé wine for me, and something for you.
I brought some liquor.
Splendid. Bring a friend.
See you at the party.
Yes?
Care to drop in on Shani's party?
At our place?
Yeah. See you there.
Bring alcohol.
Farewell.
I can't handle this! My heart! Help!
What now?
Such debauchery under my roof! She hooks herself a musician or something.
It's the famous poet, Dandelion.
I know his fame. I've no desire to listen to a crying brat 9 months from now.
Shall I chaperone them?
Finally, you're making sense.
Geralt? I'll be damned. For a second there, I thought I was seeing a ghost.
No, I'm no ghost.
Am I losing my mind? Is this a joke? Shani?
And it's no joke.
But how? I saw it myself.
What did you see, Dandelion?
I saw her tell them to put you on a boat. And there was a unicorn, and Milva, Kahir, and Angulem, and Yarpen, and Zoltan. We all witnessed it.
I lost my memory, but I want to know why everyone's so surprised to see me alive. Tell me everything, step by step.
5 years ago, we were sitting in a tavern with friends, eating escargot, drinking vodka. A bloodthirsty mob attacked the non-human district. You went out into the street to scare them off, and then...
What?
Someone stabbed you in the stomach with a pitchfork. A fatal wound. There was nothing we could do.
Are you telling me everything?
We were all there.
All meaning who?
You really don't remember a thing. Your loved ones. Your friends.
Sounds a bit like a ballad.
It's the truth and nothing but. Geralt, forgive me. I still can't believe you're here.
Listen, Dandelion, I don't have proof because that's impossible. I don't remember. I'm afraid some things can't be explained. Let's sit down, have a drink like old friends. Time will tell who I am.
You're right. We've been through too much together. I'd know.
You invite anyone?
Zoltan Chive. Know him?
No, but I'd love to meet him.
Splendid. Zoltan and I have always gotten along. I've been thinking, and I have a question.
Don't hold back, Dandelion. It doesn't suit you.
Let's imagine your next contract is a vampire. What would you do?
Silver sword, potions. What are you driving at?
What if I said you'd reach a deal with this vampire?
Dandelion, believe me, if you could tell a Bruxa to hunt rabbits, for instance, I'd be long unemployed.
What about higher vampires?
They're rare. I don't know.
Let me show you what drinking blood means to a higher vampire.
Dandelion.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Strong, but good.
You were about to enlighten me.
I just did that with that last shot. Listen to a man who's lived a little and not lost his memory. Higher vampires treat blood like we treat...
Ooh, someone's coming.
Zoltan Chive, miss. It's been a while, Dandelion. Greetings, Geralt.
Greetings.
Hey, Zoltan.
I've a hankering for good booze.
It's coming.
Pour around, Geralt.
Stiff stuff.
My eyes are watering.
Booze is best, I always say.
It depends. For a romantic dinner for two, booze won't do. Not so much for the taste, but because of the after effects.
My Eudora and I have often downed a jug and observed no effects.
I prefer wine, but don't mind liquor. In moderation.
Quality booze is also used in modern medical treatments, which Shani will confirm.
It's an excellent disinfectant, yes.
Not only. It warms the body, alleviates pain, and overcomes weakness.
Let's test it.
Cheers!
What is it?
Tell me about the Battle of Brenna.
With 4 of us and thousands of wounded, I never left the tent.
I admire you, Shani.
It was one of the worst days of my life.
I hope you don't mind that I invited Zoltan.
I like him.
I'm glad.
So, as I was saying, unlike the lesser ones, higher vampires don't need blood, human or otherwise. Blood, my dear monster slayer, is like booze to them.
Where'd you learn this?
By the spider's hairy balls, I know.
Am I the only one who's confused?
No, I don't get it either. Dandelion, what's your point?
Geralt, you had a true friend who was a vampire.
Did I also have a friend who was a dragon?
Actually, you did, so the joke's on you. In any case, this vampire's name was Regis. Zoltan can back me up.
He was your friend and could pull red-hot horseshoes from the hearth without burning his bare hands.
What happened to this Regis?
Emil Regis Rohalak Tertsif Godfroy died fighting by your side, Geralt. Let's drink to him and others who have fallen.
Let's drink.
Caleb Stratton.
Rusty!
You hungry?
A little.
We've bread, but we shouldn't eat plain bread.
Zoltan's right. We need some lard.
That mummy downstairs must have a full larder.
You're joking.
That mummy must have some lard. Maybe pickles, too.
Shani?
Just don't get caught, Geralt. I'll pay for them tomorrow.
Wait a second. Why me?
Dwarves are no masters of stealth. Shani wouldn't sneak about, and Dandelion, well, he'd mess up.
All right. I'll be right back.
Any success?
Lard and pickles.
How about sugar?
Zoltan.
Fine, lard will do.
I think I know the perfect song for Zoltan.
We'd love to hear it.
Sing away, Dandelion.
By the woods can you see Wolf in all his might, grinning madly, wagging gladly, bouncing with delight. My oh my, what a sight! Why no melancholy? Must be that, still not wed, that is why so jolly. Ow, ow, ow! In the grass, can you see, Wolf just limps along, looking down, awful frown, crying like a dog. Why is this mighty beast so badly rampaged? Must be that, freshly wed, or lately engaged. Ow! 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 Zoltan, how's the wife?
Hard question, Dandelion. The old times will never come back.
The good old times.
Shani's asleep. Let's have a drink, then leave.
To Shani.
Yes? Red roses, Geralt. So
You're blushing.
I get flowers so rarely.
A pretty young medic like you can't be lacking admirers.
Well, this gloomy fellow scared everyone else away.
If you need help.
No, I'm fine. He was mysterious, even charming in a peculiar way. We actually went out a few times, and who knows what might have happened if I hadn't discovered he was leading a double life.
Who do you mean?
Taller. I doubt you know him. We were walking along the dike one evening when I realized we were being followed by 2 men wearing gray coats over Special Forces armor. The coats were supposed to hide them. They didn't know at university I learned to recognize their kind. I thought we were going to be arrested, then Taller told me not to worry. Duty called, and we needed to part. I was about to give him a piece of my mind when I noticed the men giving him signals.
Were they wearing salamander badges?
Wait. I was curious, so I said he broke my heart and faked fainting. Taller said to the men, "This better be important." One of them answered, "But Chief, we hid invisible-like." Taller said, "Your balls will be invisible-like when I shove them up your ass." I couldn't help but burst out laughing.
How'd it end?
They walked me home. I heard an invisible one say their operation against Salamandra had failed.
Who were they?
Volta's secret police. When we first met in Oxenfurt, I helped you evade Redanian agents. The Temerian ones are little better.
Speaking of Oxenfurt, what did Dandelion actually interrupt?
Thought you'd never ask.
So what'll it be? We doing some ploughing business?
I know about your tryst with Shani.
Oh, fuck off. We aren't all ploughing philanderers. Some of us have depth.
I've figured out Salamandra.
Right.
I've figured out Javed.
Spit it out.
Javed is using an illusion to disguise himself as Raymond. The real detective is dead. I have solid proof. Javed's now free to pursue his plans. He wanted me to go after Vincent, Ramsmeet, and Kalkstein.
Dog's balls. I don't know what to say. A while longer and he'd have duped us all. How do you want to finish this son of a bitch off?
I need to weaken him. Unfortunately, I don't know how.
Talk to the men he's after. They might know.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
I suspected you were working with Javed.
You think I lead Salamandra? I'll die laughing!
Someone went a long way to implicate you.
Oh, so you believe it's not me?
Azar wanted me to think you worked for him.
I'd never do that. Know why?
Why?
That madman draws power from fire. It's the element of chaos, uncontrollable by rational thought, the opposite of the order embodied in the other elements.
Drawing from fire is dangerous. That's all I need to know. I know Raymond is the Salamandra leader.
Are you sure?
Yes, I have irrefutable evidence. Azar killed Raymond and assumed his identity using an illusion.
The rogue! What do you intend to do about it?
You're better off not knowing.
Be careful. He has great power. You must separate him from its source, the element of fire. Lure him to a place where the magical aura is unstable. It would be best if this place was surrounded by the opposing element, water.
The tower in the swamp.
Ideal. You'd stand a chance there.
Here at last.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I got it all figured out. Kalkstein and Ramsmeet were associates. I have irrefutable evidence.
What do we do with that information?
We set a trap, though it might be dangerous. Gather your equipment and come back later.
All right.
Yes?
I wanted to ask you about the commander of the Royal Guards.
I saw him in town some time ago, busy bashing perverts.
How come?
What don't you understand? Everyone knows the guard commander hates anyone he can call deviant.
Everyone knows, but few care.
Yes?
I'm ready for Ramsmeet.
Good. He leads Salamandra's armed force. You have to kill him.
Won't be easy, but I'll try.
Yes?
Good news. You'll be happy, Raymond.
You killed Ramsmeet?
He won't be bothering us anymore. But that's not it. We'll nab Javed soon. I have a plan. Your family will be avenged.
So, what's your plan?
I wanted to take care of this alone, but if you're willing to help...
Of course I am. You're paying me after all. Besides, we're friends now.
Yes. Friends. Now, since we've defanged Javed by getting rid of Ramsmeet, let's plan what he and Kalkstein want so much.
And that is?
The secret's inside the swamp tower. I know how to open it, and I'd like you to do something.
Of course. What?
Come with me to the swamp, and when I open the tower, take the secret books, hide them away from me. We can't let them fall into Javed's hands.
Right. When do we go?
Now.
We need to secure what's hidden in the tower. All the books and scrolls. Bait for our target.
Just one thing missing. I have yet to unlock the tower door.
That's where I come in. This stone is the key to the tower, or part of the key. You make sure you get Kalkstein interested, like we agreed.
the Sephiroth are set. My medallion's vibrating like mad, so the spell must be working. The tower door should be open. I can't wait to see Kalkstein's reaction.
Aren't you eager to learn the truth?
I'd rather stay focused. Should I get the book from the tower?
Yes, hurry. We can't let Kalkstein get ahead of us. I hope that murderer swallowed the bait.
I think I made sure of that.
You'll soon learn the truth. Excited?
More than you think. Just one question. Where did you get the idea to assume Raymond's identity?
Clever. From you, of course. He was getting close and you trusted him. I would have been foolish not to take advantage of the situation.
Did you forget it would put you face to face with a Witcher? Well, I'd be foolish not to take advantage of this situation. Enough chatter. Now kindly lead me to where you've hidden the items stolen from Kaer Morhen.
As a genie would.
Professor, cut that crap and get him.
You see, Witcher, too much water around for Hazard to feel comfortable. Fire mage is limited. He needs me to do the wet work.
Good. 2 worms with 1 stone.
You fool! Let the Witcher get the better of you. You nearly got me killed.
Silence. Back to the base of the trade quarter. Hurry before he recovers.
We shall meet again, freak.
All felt the battle in the swamp was the beginning of events that would soon rock Temeria. Sensing the approaching conflict, both sides were eager to test the enemy. A routine skirmish between patrols erupted into a regular battle. Led by unwavering faith, the Knights of the Order showed greater determination and emerged victorious. The Scoia'tael learned that freedom could only be achieved by shedding blood, their enemies and their own. Azar excluded me from the battle. When Triss woke me, heaps of bodies appeared before my eyes. It was the last time I was able to avoid taking sides.